After a while, I started not liking to say we, mainly because I didn't feel a part of the we system. I was playing very limited and became very disenchanted with my God-given talent and sitting on it. I was very small with a lot of speed and quite frankly couldn't take that consistent day in and day out punishment. Also, Joe Montana, although a great quarterback, could not consistently throw the ball downfield. We were never in sync. A team that threw 10, 15 yards, all of a sudden you get a guy like myself to come in and you want to throw 50 yards every time out.
When you were down, were you saying to yourself, get me out of here?
No, George. Actually, I didn't see the guy that hit me, Kenny Johnson, which was good on my good fate, I guess. It was hit me in a sweet spot. I mean, it was like an uppercut in boxing. I got hit in the chin, I was out before I hit the ground, and I was fast asleep on the field. Through it all, I had a great time. It was an enjoyable experience, and I just felt if there's a chance that I can get out of here in one piece and still young enough to get back into my first love, then I will seek that opportunity.
There is something inside him that says he has to show the world again that he is still the greatest high hurdler in the history of track.
But current statistics say that Greg Foster is the #1 high hurdler.
That's incentive. I mean, that was what I used to beat him for years. I mean, he's the one that's doing all the talking. But George, quite frankly, statistically, there's not a rivalry. You know, he enters the same race that I do, and the races are close simply because of the distance that is run. But he's only beaten me twice, and out of, I don't know, a couple hundred times, I don't call that a rivalry. I don't call him in my league.
Well, I mean, he has a right to think what he wants to think, and I have a right to believe what is basically written down on paper. It's announced that it was announced in Track and Field News that I'm #1 hurdler, and I have to live with that. You know, I'm happy with that, and no one, as far as I'm concerned, can dispute it.
Friday night in Los Angeles, their first head-to-head competition in 4 years. Greg Foster sets a new world record. Nehemiah finishes 3rd.
Like everything else, I admit I have to crawl before I walk, and it gives me a reason to continue. Had I come out here tonight and just blown everybody off, it would have been a distorted view of the whole thing I'm trying to accomplish, because even I know that I'm not invincible.
Renaldo Nehemiah, determined to go where he's been before and beyond.
If you think he's at all cocky, believe me, he is not. Nehemiah simply says, if you don't believe in yourself, how will anyone else believe in you?